you talk about the collapse of the Soviet Union, the communism in Eastern Europe. America didn't have to apply the military confrontation. It's not going to be a kinetic war because the CCP has already waged an unrestricted, unconventional war against the U.S. And that's the lawware. That's the weaponization of the U.S. government agencies. But here are two very easy things that American can do to stop the CCP from further aggression. That is to apply the global Magnitsky Human Rights Accountability Act and also Rico Act, the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organization Act. In fact, the previous administration, President Trump applied the Global Magnitsky Act against the CCP officials who were responsible for the genocide in Xinjiang, and also for the CCP officials in Hong Kong responsible for the crackdown. And so now America all needs to do is to defund the CCP and apply Global Magnitsky or RICO Act to punish the handful of the CCP oligarchy or kleptocrats, and then you win the entire Chinese market of the freedom-loving 1.4 billion Chinese people. Your reactions?
Well, I think you're spot on. We have the tools. We don't need to necessarily pass a whole lot of new legislation or invent a new path. We simply need to use the tools. It's a matter of political courage. We've got a number of opponents. It's not only in the political realm. We've got a lot of corporations that covet that trade with China. We have the sports, the NBA, the National Basketball Association, Hollywood, very much in it. I mean, as soon as someone suggested that maybe the NBA ought to cut back on their contracts for televising the games, and LeBron James, kind of the icon of the NBA, LeBron James got forcefully involved in that discussion. So there's plenty of pushback, but going back to our Watergate days here, the cliche that came out of it was follow the money, and that's the whole issue I think we've been talking about. And how do you stop the CCP? Dry up the money.